Hey, I'm Justin.
It's Cinemassacre Truth. It's monster madness
of the asshole-ish variety.
In the month of October, and while we were hanging out, I realized what a big Halloween fan you were.
Yeah.
And you're like, are you going to see Halloween Kills? I'm like, of course. We've both seen Halloween Kills, but haven't really had the chance to. I think we agree with the 1978 scenes were really cool, and that it took place on the same night as the first one. And it kind of made me wonder why they didn't do that with Halloween 2018.
Halloween. Are you kidding me? How is it a sequel to Halloween if it's called Halloween?
Like it was almost trying to be its own crappy sequel. But I feel like if they would have sort of just...
Like, I don't know much about filmmaking. Man, they made it look exactly the same.
Like, the series hasn't really evolved much.
I hate everything! Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight!
He's gonna die tonight.
40 years ago!
Because 40 years ago, when I was a kid, he's infected my family with grief and fear for 40 years.
I've known him from 40 years ago.
40 years ago!
You know...
Minor spoiler, but we got to see Dr. Loomis again in those.
Yeah, it made me wonder, is that the right time to use him? Like, they could have maybe...
It almost seemed like a tip of the hat to the fans, like, oh, hey, look, it's Loomis. Oh, look, it's this person, and oh, look, it's that. But it doesn't really affect the story at all.
Yeah. It could just be a much better movie. I was disappointed that Jamie Lee Curtis was in the hospital bed. It just seems like they're rehashing the same thing all the time, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you know, it just didn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know. I can't explain why.
It's kind of funny.
It was, yeah. I definitely enjoyed it overall.
The guy who plays Michael is good. I mean, there is a certain way he moves, just like the head movements, the way he walks around so casually, like it.
Yeah, definitely. They made the mask look right. It looks like what a mask would look like.
I feel like there's two things that make Michael scary. One is he has no motive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like so important. And number two is that he is technically a mortal man that can be killed. So he could be anyone. Yes. But he doesn't seem to be afraid for his own safety at all. Like, anytime something terrible happens, like there's a murder or a terrorist attack or anything like that, that's like kind of evil and people die, what does everyone want to know, right? Why? And so they very masterfully wrote this movie where it's like they knew that's human nature, that you want to know why this kid would fuck his sister. And we're not going to tell you. There is no reason why. He just did it, and he just snapped.
It gives me chills.
Like, don't you think that was like really masterfully done by like Deborah Hill and John Carpenter? Like, that tells you everything about the original Halloween. That's the point of the movie. Like, it's very cool, right? And you know what? Fuck all of you, man.
But a man couldn't have survived that fire.
Like, man, get that pinky in there, dude.
Cool. Anyway, yeah. So thanks for joining us.
You know what happened? He
Kills his whole family, right?
Wow.